Welcome into Hoops Friday night. I'm Adam Solomon. He's Tony Quach. Dwayne Scott will join us shortly as always. Tonight, though, conference play picks up across the board.
The WBL, NWC, MAC, and others are now into the league portion of their schedules.
Now, having said all that, we're going to start with Lima Senior. The Spartans opened up Toledo City League play last Friday with a win over Start. Tonight, the Spartans are at Lima Gymnasium once again, and the Waite Indians made the trip this time around. It was the type of night that saw a lot of playing time for everyone on the Lima Senior roster. We're in the first quarter after the offensive board. Deshad Greer gives to Noah Simpson, corner three. It's 21-0. Under a minute to go in the first. Jeff Williams to Arthur Griffin. He'll score the bucket and add one shortly after. Now time running out in the quarter. Watch Williams firing from near the scorer's table at the buzzer. 44-0 after one quarter. Second quarter we go, off the three-point miss. In comes Simpson. But look at Willie Foster getting just a little bit higher for the cleanup jam. They let Noah know afterwards. 56-9, they're having fun. And now it's the new guy, Elon Stearns, getting in on the action. Full rotation on the windmill. Later, Mariatti, they give him a little too much room beyond the arc, and he'll knock down the three to make him pay right here. Spartans improved to 7-0 all time against Waite. Final score 94-17.
Tonight's Spotlight game features Lima Central Catholic taking on Lincoln View. Since 2006, these two teams have met a total of 11 times, with LCC winning 10 of those 11 meetings.
This Hoops Friday Night Spotlight game is presented by Midwest Electric Incorporated.
Over in the Northwest Conference, 3-0 Lincoln View looks to snap their 9-game skid against 3-1 Lima Central Catholic. We pick up the action in the third quarter. LCC's Jordan Pretty intercepts the pass, and it's showtime. The senior rises and throws the hammer down. The crowd loves that one. But on the other end, Lincoln View's Max Hammond, just like I did, through contact, gets that one to go. The Lancers up by 3 at this point. Then later in the quarter, LCC's Xavier Purnell bouncing off the defender to give LC the 1-point lead off that finish. As we head into the fourth quarter, Thunderbirds down 47-39 before Pretty gets the hoop and the harm. He'll make the free throw to pull LCC within 5. 28 points for Agent Zero in this one, but it will be the Lancers who will pull away late. Chase Overholt connects from downtown as Lincoln View picks up their first win over LCC since 2008. The final score, 61-45.
Let's head over to the stage. Bluffton meets Jefferson. The Pirates are still searching for their first win of the season. Meanwhile, the Wildcats are trying to snap a 5-game losing streak against Bluffton. Starting off in the first quarter, it's a one-possession game. Isaac Rostafel cuts in. The senior makes it a 3-point lead for the Wildcats. Later on in the half, the Pirates are on the move. Dean Ginfer picks up the shot, and it's good. Bluffton pulls within 1. Then the Pirates will capitalize on the miscue. Brody Donnelly goes down the court and kisses it off the glass. This game is now tied up. Meanwhile, Jefferson is trying to create some space. Jace Harder nails a long-range shot, and the Wildcats are in control. And Jefferson continues their tempo. The ball will find Nelson Miller, and the sophomore finds the bottom of the net. Wildcats win a close one. 39-38 is the final.
NWC scoreboard, Spencerville is a 65-39 winner over Crestview. Will Sensabaugh led the way with 32 points and a new school record, 8 3-pointers on the night. In the Blanchard Valley Conference, Liberty Benton too much for Lipstick, 60-26. Lincoln Holler paced the Eagles with 31 points. Ada topped Riverdale 48-43. Zach Zimmerman was leading scorer with 17. And Arlington a big winner over Van Loo, 61-17.
And now we turn to the match.
Oh, here we go.
Two-time defending conference champs, DSJ takes on Minster. St. John's is looking to stay perfect on the season. Senior Blue Jay, Cameron Elwer, is only 30 points away from breaking the all-time max scoring record. Third quarter, DSJ is up by 5. Cameron finds his younger brother, Andrew Elwer. The junior picks up 3 of his 6 points on the night. Down the court, it's Cole McClurg driving. The senior gets the ball to fall. A team-high 10 points for him. Well, the Blue Jays will build upon their lead. Tyson McClain will make it rain. His triple try is true. And St. John's is now up by 15. Wildcats look to chip away. Beckham Steffi matches a number on his jersey. He finished with 10 in this one. All right, to the fourth we go. Cameron has 26 points on the night. And after this triple try, the Furman commit has tied the max scoring record with 2,046 points. He's not done yet, folks. Moments later, Elwer pulls up, buries the jumper.
Wow.
He's done it. He's now the all-time scoring leader in the MAC, surpassing Justin Arns of Versailles. A game-high 45 points for the senior as the Blue Jays roll to a 64-44 win.
Means the world. The support of the community has been truly incredible. They've traveled so well, and the home games are absolutely electric. So I'm super blessed that they have supported me through this whole game. As I've gotten older, I've kind of and matured. It's kind of less about the individual accomplishments to me. I'm more worried about the team goal and where we should be and where we can be. And I'm kind of just trying to enjoy the last journey that I get with these guys and my family and making the most of it. It was the first league game of the year, and obviously you want to start off 1-0 in this tough conference that is the MAC. So it took great execution, great togetherness, and we executed the game plan pretty well. We're ready to get back for next week against Coldwater.
What a career so far. Elsewhere in the MAC, Coldwater wins their opener 50-35 over New Knoxville. Marion Local wins their opener over Fort Recovery 53-39. And Versailles improves to 3-1 with a 68-46 final score over Parkway. All right, it's time for our first commercial break. We'll be right back with the Western Buckeye League, Putnam County League teams, highlights and scores straight ahead. Welcome back to Hoops Friday night, and we get right back to conference ball. Let's go to the Western Buckeye League. The Shawnee Indians, they're 2-1 on the season so far, while the Kenton Wildcats, they're looking for win number 1 of their season. They're in game 3. First quarter we go. Berkey to Berkey. Who else? That's Shawnee's Trevick Berkey on the receiving end off the assist from Brother Beckett. And moments later, Trevick will force the Kenton turnover, leading to the two-handed slam. He'll finish with 23 points on the night. Back the other way we go. The Wildcats, Kyle Barrett lays it in. Give him the deuce there. Then staying down here, it's senior Blaine Bashong cashing in from beyond the arc. But it was all Indians in this game. Sophomore Grayson McDonald coming up on the putback. Shawnee's a winner, 97-39.
We'll keep the action in town. St. Mary's was on the road against Bath. The Wildcats started out the game in a loud way. Drew Peaster with a two-handed slam. 12 points for the senior. Moments later, Logan Markley turns, puts it home. Bath is now up by 4. Now, it's Josiah Clark getting his own rebound. He puts it back up for 2, and Bath continues to roll. Later in the quarter, Caden Geiger gets the Rough Riders on the board, but they still trail by 8. And in the second quarter, Blake Dingeldine goes off the glass, but St. Mary's is still playing from behind. Well, the Wildcats will pull away. Daniel Cole will be on the fast break. He gets the hoop and the harm right there. 11 from the junior. Right here, yes. Bath wins 60-36.
More from the Western Buckeye League. Ryan Richardson led Wapak with 19 points in a 48-36 win over Salina. In Defiance, Ottawa Glandorf's Royce Ellerbrock hit a 3 with 11 seconds to play to give the Titans a 40-38 win. They're 4-0. Bulldogs are 2-1. And Van Wert stays undefeated with a 61-36 win over Elida. Zach Crummy had 19 points for the Cougars.
A non-league matchup between two Putnam County teams. Ottoville hosting Fort Jennings. The Musketeers have won the last 2 meetings. We start things off in the first quarter. Hand down, man down. The corner 3 from Joe Lees puts the Big Green up 10-4. Then back the other way comes Fort Jennings, led by Calvin Minke with a reverse lay-in to cut a deficit down to 1 coming in the second quarter. Now moving ahead, the game is tied at 36. It's Landis to Schulte with the behind-the-back crossover to the hole to give the Musketeers their first lead of the night. Then with the clock winding down and action heating up, Ottoville's Ashton Miller drives and puts it in to keep the Big Green within striking distance, trailing 43-38, leading to the Musketeers adding the final blow, coming off the 3 from Landis to Schulte, money, as Fort Jennings hangs on to win 58-50. Some non-conference scores: Columbus Grove wins on the road 68-57 over Calvert, while Fairview handles Continental 63-38.
All right, we've reached our final break. When we get back, we'll check in on the reigning state champion Russia Raiders, Shelby County, the NWCC, highlights and scores straight ahead on Hoops Friday Night. Welcome back to Hoops Friday Night. Let's turn to our lone state champion from a year ago as we get our first up close and personal look at the Russia Raiders. All right, here we go, Shelby County. Raiders are 1-1 in league play. Jackson Center 0-0 in this early season. Tigers getting started early in the first. Tigers looking for a good shot. what better place to find it than down in the paint? Preston Sir with a nice inside hand finish. The junior goes off the glass. Raiders looking to strike back, though. Paxton Bixler's defender goes under the screen, and he likes the space. No hesitation on the three-point shot. Money from downtown there. Later in the first, Carter Haney has it on the wing. Nice screen comes from the big man, and Carter takes the defense to France with the Euro step. That puts the Raiders up by 2, but the Tigers respond. They find Brendan Sir open beyond the three-point line. He watches that one fall, but back comes Rushi. However, Jackson Center has the last laugh. They win this one. Rushi, final score, they fall 46-39.
The Anna Rockets began their conference play against Houston. The Wildcats are off to an 0-4 start to their season. They're looking to turn things around tonight as they attempt to end a 21-game losing streak against the Rockets. Anna is in control after halftime, and they continue their momentum in the third. Carter Wenning gets the hoop and the harm right here. Moments later, the ball finds Julian Stearns. He reels it in and kisses it off the glass to help extend the lead. And Anna goes on to win 65-26.
Temple Christian 64-38 over Temple Christian. USV tops North Baltimore 76-56. And overtime finish at Waynesfield. Ridgemont Golden Gophers win 46-43 on the road.
And that will do it for Hoops Friday night. We'll see you next week.